How you doing, guys? It's Richie. Bloodrick. This is a 3-part mini-series from imagecomics. Andrew Krahnke. Sorry if I butchered that. This came out, 2023. And I kind of slept on it. I looked through the first, I bought all 3. Looked through the first issue and didn't really sit down and read it. And then later on, I eventually really sat down and took a good look through. So everything's done by him. Colored, lettered, inked. He's the total package here. Very good cartooning. I understand this style might not be for everybody, but I enjoy it. And it's like a Conan character. It's nothing brand new under the sun, but it's definitely interesting. It starts out, he's in the woods, starving to death. Starving, can't find no food, there's no animals running around, there's nothing. We got nothing. Not a lot of storytelling, prose-wise. But this is one of those books where the art itself tells the story. Like, I think if you took away all the word balloons and from the narrator and such, and these, you would still understand what was going on, and that's what makes for a great comic. It's very, almost, I don't want to say simplistic, but it's got that, like, Mobius feel to it in some parts. Now, it took this guy, I think he did his first sketch in 2009 of Bloodrick. And then he started working on it, and geez, probably on and off for 10 years. This is great right here with all the skulls. So it took him quite a while to get this up and running. That's a cool panel, very Conan-esque. And that's what you're going to think right off the gate reading this is Conan. It's a barbarian story. So he's bugging out, he's starting to hallucinate, he's starving. Finally kills a deer. Sees it. Narrator's still narrating his story. So he's gutting it. He's getting ready. All he's got to do is start a fire. He can taste the blood. And then boom. Here comes a big old grizzly out of nowhere. Attacks him. He's starving. Can you imagine? And this is really crazy here, man. I like it. I like this a lot. I hope he gets something out soon. I mean, it's been a couple years. I hope he's been working on it. I'd like to read some more of this or anything else he does. So, boom, bear slashes him up. And it's got like these little stories in the back that I'll leave for you to read if you guys want to check it out. Issue number 2. And it retells the story up into here. He wakes up. Bear knocked him unconscious, banged him up pretty good. But the thing is, he took his food. So there he goes, and you're going to try to chase after a bear. It's just not how you think they're big, fat, and slow, but they are fast as hell. And he got sliced up pretty good here. Just great storytelling. Boom, boom, boom. Tells everything what happened right here. Great. I like the figure. I like the inking. It just looks good to me. And I know it might not be everybody's cup of tea because it's not that ultra realistic that everybody likes. Well, not everybody, but You hear a lot of guys complaining online. If you watch enough channels, you know. So, it's getting dark. Now, look at this here. See that? Is he hallucinating that? A dragon in the moonlight. Hallucinating the deer bones. Boom! A dragon, a flying figment of my imagination. I've gone mad. I'm brainless, he thought. Maybe I'm dead. So he's wandering around, looking for food. You know, it's almost like Trad Moore, too, kind of. Like that same kind of style. For some reason, that name just popped up into my head. So, he comes across a fortress. Not a fortress, but a place where people were holed up. He smells something burning. Skeletons everywhere. Everybody's dead. Got a hanging panel there. And it does a good job of like showing distance and what it would be like in the snow, like in the wilderness. So he smells meat. He smells something cooking. Well, that's the end of part 2. And then you got the backstories, which is the same thing, written, drawn by him. And this one is just a story of like this old decrepit witch. He comes across some rotting fruit and he decides to eat it. So now he's tripping, like really tripping. Maggots in it and everything. He's in a bad way. So he's starving. He's cut up by a bear and now he's tripping in the wilderness. Falls into a hole. And there's a guy in the hole. And he says, I'll feed you. Boom. Now, is he tripping or is that real? I'll eat your brains. So now he's being attacked while tripping, starving, and slashed up, bleeding by a bear. All right, part 3. Great cover. I really like this guy a lot. I wonder if I could get original. I gotta pick up a few pages, man. I've been looking at original art for years now and just I haven't got the guts to really make that plunge. It's very expensive. I'll stick to the Golden Age and Silver Age books, I guess. Well, that's his, look at his arm, how bad that is. So he was just tripping. Obviously. Or maybe not obviously. Now he walks in to where he thinks he smells the meat coming from. And there's some guy in there. Creepy. With pale white skin and a weird mankind mask over his head, I guess. That's a great panel. That's like the look of madness. So the guy's telling him he's a god, the god of the pit. And he'll feed him, he'll take care of him. But he has to kneel. And he starts telling him the stories of the people that were here. And there's a book. And the demon of the pit. All I ask is that you bow to the God before you. He spits at his feet. So he slaps him with the cup or something. And he's not having any of that. He's still tripping out, so he's looking at him like some skinless demon. And then he reaches out and gets a hold of him. And you know how strong these Conan characters can be. He literally tears him to shreds. Entrails, liver, heart, I'll eat your brain. I'll eat your fire beast. And then there's this, man. This is crazy. You really got to take a look at this to get the feel of what's going on. So imagine you're tripping out and you're literally tearing someone apart with your bare hands. And then right to this panel here. Well, it's not a panel, but this figure just looks great. All that line work with the blood coming down the side of his face, and it's all in silhouette. That's really nice, man. This guy's very talented. Then, there he is. He literally tore him apart with his bare hands and then left him in the corner like a sack of skin. Huh, he got his food. Now he's got a goat. He's got a deer there. And after he's had his full, like most wandering barbarians, they start to wander. He screams, "I am Bloodrick, king of the woods, king of all that I see." And then, just when he thinks he's got it good, here comes that dragon. Poof, lands right before him. That's really cool, really well drawn. Great cartooning. Really, really, really great. Sniff. He just sniffs him out. And then it takes off. And I got a feeling that's not the end of that dragon. He almost seemed kind of friendly, but who knows. All right, in the back here, he shows off some drawings. There's a pinup sort of, and then he's laying out the page here. Looks great in black and gray. I'd like to see it like a non-colored version. Then he's got another little story in the back. Or him and a crow are fighting. He's trying to fish. He's always foraging for food and something to eat. And I guess that's how it would be in that type of environment. And he climbs up a tree and then sees how vast the land really is. So I could see him getting a case of wanderlust and moving out of his area, his hill and the woods there, and venturing out. But what do I know? Hopefully it doesn't take another 10 years to get another couple issues of Bloodrick. Fantastic pinup at the end, and that's that. Well, I enjoyed this thoroughly. Highly recommended. Just a fun read. It's not going to win, might win an Eisner for the art, but it's just good fun. I'll be rereading it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next one.